Salt Lake Academy with the second half kickoff. Tyson over to Parker. Ball chipped up in the middle. Brought down over by Ryder. Ball loose. And RJ gets a toe on it. Deflected. White will emerge with the ball on the left-hand side. They chip it up on the far left. And it is going to roll past the goal line. It will be Griffin goal kick. Be Jose who will be taking the goal kick. Puts it over to Bryson. Bryson at the 6-yard line. Lays it off on the right-hand side over to Brock. Brock up over to Jet. Jet up the left-hand side. Bodied out. White is able to get there, getting past Tyson. White cuts back, moving on the left-hand side, playing it over on the left, about 22 yards out. White playing it into the center. They've got a man, and not the kick that he wanted. Harper's able to get there first. Harper lays the ball off over to Branson in the middle, and a hard kick. Ball is cleared out of bounds. Sorry, a hard collision. Ryder taking the brunt of it. It'll be goal kick for the Griffins over on the far right-hand side. Brock to Bryson. Bryson to Jose on the left-hand side. Jose moving about 22 yards out. Puts it up in the middle over to Ryder on the left. Looking for RJ over to Harper. Harper outside the box, inside the box, moving over, trying to make big, and no, blocked by the keeper. The Aviators keeper moves over to the left-hand side of his box, trying to decide. He drop kicks it right-footed over to the midfield line, and it will be brought down by the Griffins. I believe that's Parker. Parker over to Jose. Jose up the middle over to Harper. Harper back over to Jose. Jose is going to reset the ball over to Bryson. Bryson outside of the box now, gets it over to Jose. Jose swings it left over to Branson. Branson at the bottom of his middle third on the left-hand side, a through ball. And it is called offsides. It is called back despite never being touched by a Griffin. It'll be Aviators free kick at the bottom of their middle third on the left-hand side, switched over to the far left. White not able to keep it in bounds. It'll be Griffin throwing about 18 yards out on their defensive third on the right-hand side. Parker throws the ball down up over to 14. Ball, let's see, that's Alec. Dislodges the ball. Alec, no foul called. Advantage given over to Ryder. A through ball on the right-hand side. It's going to be too much intended for either Harper or RJ. And the Aviator kicker drop kicks it. Brought down by Tyson. Tyson having to bobble it, control it, brings the ball in the middle over intended for Branson, who lets the ball roll through. He's going to get there first. Branson keeps it in bounds, puts it up in the middle over to Jet, no, and a no foul. And there's the late foul called against the Aviators. Jet being pushed from behind. It'll be Griffin free kick on the left-hand side past midfield. Branson plays it short over to Ryder. Ryder over to the right-hand side over to Jet. Jet up the middle over to Alec. Alec looking to turn, plays it back over to Ryder. Ryder over to Jet on the right-hand side. Back over to, towed away. And White looking to maintain control on the left-hand side, swinging it to the left, tackled out by Parker. White chips the ball up on the far left-hand side. It'll be a foot race with Brock inside the box, just outside the box by the corner flag now. Aviators looking to turn the ball around in the attacking third, swinging it up to the top left. Ryder getting a toe on it. White with possession. White circling back to the top of their middle third, resetting back to their center backs. Challenged by RJ. Ball played up. And White ball cutting back. Branson dislodges it. A nice footwork there by Jose. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be blue throw in. Blue throws the ball in over to Ryder. Ryder's able to get a toe on it. White gets there first, though. White swings it over to the far left-hand side. And Parker is on defense. Ball chipped into the middle. Tyson is able to get there, plays it up in the middle over to Ryder. Ryder at the bottom of the middle third, plays it over to Tyson. Tyson back over to Ryder. Ryder at the bottom of the circle, switches the field over to the right-hand side. He's got a man. One shot, no. And cleared out by White. White bringing it out all the way to the middle third on the left-hand side, played into the middle. And that ball gets through the defensive line all the way to Bryson. Bryson takes a couple of touches at the top of the D, lays it off over to Jose, who has time and space. Jose switches the field over to the right-hand side, trying to get over to Tyson. Not there. Ball loose. Yes. Ball bounced off of Harper's head. A challenge ball. Harper challenged and a foul called. Come on! And both players down. Harper grabbing the back of his head. Both PTs trotting out to the pitch.
During the stoppage of play, the referee has asked me to remind you spectators may not be behind the goals at either end of the field. Again, spectators may not be behind the goal at either end of the field. Thank you.
And play is about to resume. Injured players coming off. Harper coming off and being replaced by number 23, Cooper. It'll be a Griffin, believe it'll be a free kick here. This one well over 40 yards out, dead center. This is Parker who is standing behind the ball, looking like he's going to take it.
Come on, Parker.
Wind was a factor earlier in the game going this direction, not so much right now. Whistle given. Parker chips the ball up higher to the right-hand side. Ball dislodged, and it's called out, interfering with the keeper, so it'll be goal kick here. And no, a corner kick was called. We'll have to review the tape on that one. It is going to be Tyson who will be taking the kick. Parker and Jose, last men of defense, preventing a counterattack. Everyone else almost up in the box. Signal given from Tyson. Run up, right foot a kick, chipped up high, headed by RJ, and it's too high and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Aviators.
Come on, Griffin.
Right-footed kick over to the left-hand side. Tyson gets there first, brought down in the middle. White is able to get there. Alec chasing the ball down. White has possession on the left-hand side. Intercepted there by Parker. It goes out of bounds. It'll be White throwing about 15 yards past midfield on the left-hand side. White looking to throw the ball down the line. They're able to bring it in. Headed down the left-hand line. They have a runner, and it's going to be too much, and it's goal kick for the Griffins.
Come on, Griffin.
Brock takes the goal kick over the left-hand side over to Jose. Jose with a bit of pressure at the 6-yard line, switches the field over to the far right, headed up by Alec. White is going to get there first. And 2 players down. Cooper gets the ball. Parker dislodges it, gets it back over to Alec. Alec back over to Parker. Parker swings the ball over to the left-hand side over to Branson. Branson chips the ball up over the left-hand side looking for RJ. White's going to get there first, though, when they reset back to their keeper. Keeper kicks the ball over to the far right-hand side, brought down by Branson. A nice move. And dislodged. White is going to let that ball roll. No, they keep it inbounds. And they kick it down the far right-hand side, chested down by Ryder. White is able to get there first. Ball towed out and kept in bounds by Branson. White will maintain possession, though. Jose gets the ball up over the middle, over to Jet. Jet on the right-hand side to Tyson. Tyson chips it up over to Alec on the right-hand side. Alec at the top, about 20 yards out over to Tyson. Tyson, no, just out of his reach of his left foot. Headed back and scooped up by Bryson. Headed back from Brock. Cedar Valley had a runner putting pressure on the defensive line for White. Oh, and a Cedar Valley dodging in and wanting a foul. Ball put back into play. No, quickly over to Ryder. Lapse in defensive line judgment. Ryder kicks that ball up. Brought down by Tyson over to Alec on the right-hand side. Alec swings it farther right. Who is called offsides? And a yellow card given to Cedar Valley, I believe. Both teams unhappy with some of the calls that have come so far in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Cedar Valley feels they were robbed of a scoring opportunity inside the box, having some words with the ref. And Salt Lake Academy putting in a couple of subs. Gerald and Tyler coming in. And it will be Jet and Ryder coming off.
What's up, Jet? What's up, Ryder? That's Ryder. There you go.
So it's a free kick for Cedar Valley after the offsides call a few minutes ago. Ref getting the game back in motion. Whistle given. Ball played on the ground on the left-hand side just past midfield. And then kicked up in the center, cleared out by Brock. Tyler back over to Alec, back over to Tyler. Tyler to Tyson, Tyson to Tyler. And Cooper is able to get that ball over to Tyler. Tyler playing on the left-hand side over to Alec. Alec inside the attacking third, and that ball goes past the baseline, and the call is corner kick.
Let's go, get it. Finish this, Blue. Pass to Alec.
This will be Tyson again taking the corner kick. Brock coming up from the back to provide some height. Tyson gives the signal. runs up, ball out high, headed by RJ, deflected at the goal line, bounces in front, headed out of the goal line, and ref blows his whistle. Goal kick for the Aviators. Highlight stopping save for the keeper for Cedar Valley. Goal kick now coming. Right foot over to the left-hand side. Tyson is able to intercept that. Ball dislodged. It'll be picked up by Tyler. Tyler lays it off over to Gerald. Gerald dishes it to Tyler. Tyler shimmies to the right-hand side. Keeps the ball. Challenged. Two Cedar Valley players stuffed each other. And it is Gerald who emerges with the ball to Parker. Parker swings the ball over to the far left-hand side over to Jose. Jose brings it up on the left-hand side over to Branson. Branson to RJ. RJ looking to beat his man. He gets through. RJ lays it off over to Gerald on the right-hand side. Gerald trying to get it over to Tyson. Tyson's going to get there just outside the 6-yard line, and he's called offsides. And offsides called at about the 7-yard line. Tyson getting in there, slowing that ball down. It'll be recovered by Alec. Alec plays it up in the center, gets it to Tyler. Tyler plays it back over to Branson. Branson takes a touch, puts it over to Gerald. Gerald inside the box, lays it off over to Brock. Brock swings it over to Jose. Jose with some space, chips the ball up to the left-hand side, headed away by Cedar Valley into the center. Cedar Valley plays it up, ball in the middle. Tyler gets a toe on it. Ball still at Cedar Valley's feet. Swung over to the right-hand side past midfield. Cedar Valley at the top of their middle third. Moving into the attacking third on the right-hand side. And a foul called against Cedar Valley. Ball played to RJ. RJ dodges a tackle. And that ball goes out of bounds. It'll be blue throw in. Greg trying to get in on the action. Throws it over to RJ. Branson to RJ. RJ moves the ball in the center, lays it up too much, and it rolls into the arms of the Cedar Valley keeper. You can sense that the Griffins are knocking on the door. They're just waiting for it to open, and a heavy touch there by Cedar Valley results in a throw-in by Parker down the right-hand side, intended for Tyson, and a foul called against Tyson. And Cedar Valley puts it in play on the left-hand side, crossing midfield. Gerald on defense, cuts off the angle, gets it over to Jose. Jose swings it over to the left-hand side, over to Branson. Branson looking for options, left-footed kick over to the right-hand side. Switches the field beautifully over to Tyson. Tyson has time and space inside the attacking third. Plays it over to Cooper, and it's too much. Ball dislodged. And it is Aviator. Goal kick. Once again, knocking on the door, the Griffins. Ball kicked up high to the left-hand side, brought down. White is going to get there first. White entering the attacking third on the left-hand side. Parker, Brock clears it out, hits the middle flagpole, and the call is going to be corner kick for Cedar Valley. And a quick substitute for SLA, Harper coming back on for RJ. Ref gives the whistle. Cedar Valley corner kick, run up, right-footed kick, high up into the center, just over the Cedar Valley's player, and it is kicked out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for the Griffins.
Make it happen, let's go!
Ball Ball played over to the right-hand side from Bryson to Parker. Parker back over to Brock. Brock in trouble. Cedar Valley inside the box. Jose on defense, gets the ball out, trying to clear it, looking for help. No foul called. Jose clears the ball out, gets it up over to Cooper. Cooper shielding White with the tackle.
Come on, guys.
White plays it on the left-hand side. It's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be goal kick for the Griffins.
Come on, Griffin.
Ball in play. Jose to Bryson. Bryson to Jose. Jose on the left-hand side, crossing the 18-yard line. Plenty of time and space. Right-footed kick down the left-hand line, and it'll be White throw-in. Ball thrown in. Alec challenging. Alec gets the ball away, and it is kicked out of bounds. The call is White throw-in. White throws the ball down the line, over the head. Brock is going to get there, lays it off over to Bryson. Bryson takes a right-footed touch, surveys the pitch, right-footed all the way to the right-hand side. Cooper is able to get there, lays it off on the right over to Tyson. Tyson challenged, is able to break through a bit, looking to cross the ball over to the left, headed out by the Cedar Valley defense. And Cooper challenging, and no foul call, the advantage given to Cedar Valley. Cedar Valley at midfield. On the left-hand side, Brock plays it over to Branson. Branson, his pass is intercepted. Tyler challenging for it. And that ball is going to roll all the way out of bounds. It will be blue throw-in by the corner flag. Blue feeling a bit of lag here, Jose. And that ball is cleared out. Intended for Cooper. Cooper's able to chest that ball. No push, foul called. Parker. Ball on the left-hand side. Cedar Valley putting something together. Looking to cross it. Just outside the box. Brock cuts back. White still with the ball. White looking to cross. They do. Inside the box. Through. One-on-one with the keeper. Shot stopped by Bryson. And the call is corner kick in favor of Cedar Valley, who's got all the momentum at the moment. Cedar Valley right-footed kick into Bryson's arms. Bryson quickly yeets the ball over to the left-hand side, looking to get it to Cooper. Did not connect. Cedar Valley in the attacking third. And it will be Bryson who dives and saves that ball. He again yeets it up the middle for Tyler. Tyler launches that ball through. He's got people. He's got Cooper still in the box. And falls, and a foul. And the ref calls it is White ball. Right-footed kick to the left-hand side. Parker is able to get there first, gets it to Jose. Jose back over to Parker. Parker just before midfield. Off of the back heel of Cedar Valley, intended for Tyson. Heavy touch there. Gerald looking to turn, and a foul called against Cedar Valley, giving the Griffins an opportunity to get the ball out of their defensive third. Brock plays the ball up in the middle over to Alec. Alec challenge, moves over to the left-hand side, swings it over to Branson. Branson just outside the box, crosses it over. It'll be scooped up by the keeper.
Short box, guys.
Come on, blue.
Drop kick ball with the wind at its back, brought down by Parker. Parker gives it to Tyson against the line. Tyson dispossessed. Gerald recovers. Gerald to Alec. Alec up in the middle over to Tyler. Tyler in the attacking third. Cooper dislodged. Cooper gets it in. Cooper with the goal, putting up SLA 1-0. Looks like a couple of substitutes are going to come on. Henry coming on for Cooper and Juan coming on for Tyson. Cedar Valley with the kickoff here in just a moment. Ball kicked off. Ball played to the left-hand side, a 1-2 pass. Tyler, no, White gets past him. White slows things down, keeps the ball on the left-hand side, headed up by Gerald. Parker headed back by Alec to Tyler. Tyler, no foul called. White plays it on the left. White looking for an equalizer. Chips it on the left-hand side. Parker inside the box. Parker with the tackle. And it rolls out of bounds. It'll be corner kick for White.
Come on, defense!
Cedar Valley corner kick, right-footed medium height. Gerald gets there first. And Alec trying to keep it in bounds. White is able to keep possession. Not on the same page, though, and it'll be, oh no, it was offsides. So it'll be a free kick deep from their defensive third on the right-hand side. Parker will be taking this kick. Plays the ball over to the left-hand side to Jose. Jose brings it down about 16 yards in. Lays it up immediately, looking for a runner over to Raf. Raf to Harper. Keeper coming out. Harper gets the ball away from the keeper. Harper, no. And he's called offsides. Ball called back. Harper called offsides.
Oh my God!
The crowd is beside themselves. Cedar Valley free kick keeps on the right-hand side. It gets through. Brock is able to kick that ball out of bounds. It'll be White throwing in front of the blue bench.
Hey, keep grinding.
Ball thrown into the center. Dispossessed. There's Henry sandwiched out. White with the ball. Gerald, White over on the left-hand side, cleared out by Brock. White is going to get there first. That is Juan on defense. Gerald now trying to break up the passing lane. Juan putting some pressure on. Gerald, off of his shins. It'll be White throwing. White throwing from the top of their middle third on the left-hand side. Ball thrown down. Looking across it, that's Juan challenging. Ball goes out of bounds, and the call is blue throw-in. No, changed call. White throw-in. So it must have been a pushing foul against the Griffins. This one is about 35 yards out, maybe 40 yards out from the far left-hand side. Wind at their back enough to be dangerous. Cedar Valley bringing everybody up, trying to find a late equalizer. Right-footed kick up high to the far right-hand side, punched out by Bryson, who sandwiched. Tyler's able to get the ball there first. Cedar Valley cuts it back, and that is cut into the center. Played over to the left-hand side, over to Harper. Harper cutting onto the inside. Harper at the 18-yard line. Oh, and he tripped up on himself. And that ball is cleared out by White, and it'll be blue throw-in. Raff throws the ball into Gerald. Gerald switches the field over to the right-hand side, over to Tyler. Tyler dodges an attack, looking to cut back in the center, dispossessed, but it'll be Juan who gets there. Juan moving down the right-hand side lane, and he's fouled. It'll be a free kick about 23 yards out by the right corner of the box.
Come on, Blue!
And Henry will be the one taking the kick. Henry a few yards back from the ball. Ref gives his whistle. Chipped up high into the center, headed out by White. Ball kicked up over their heads. It'll be Raff who gets there first. Raff cuts to his left. Gets the ball to Gerald. Gerald moves over to the left-hand side at the top of the attacking middle third to Raff. Raff cuts back, looking for more options, looking for Tyler in the middle. Tyler turns to his left, trying to get a through ball over to Harper. Harper shoots, and it's deflected off of the keeper. It'll be a corner kick. Unlucky for Harper. Harper's done a lot of work this game, just been unlucky.
It's coming! Good job, Harper. Keep it up. Come on, Tyler.
You see Harper is frustrated.
That's your bed. Put it in.
And it is going to be number 8, Juan, who will be taking the kick.
Come on, Griffin. Watch it, Alec.
Signal. Ball chipped up over to the far side, over the head of Brock. Henry will get there. Henry turning to the outside, looking for help. Henry down against the baseline, stolen away by White. White out of their defensive third, bringing the ball up towards midfield, and sliding in for Alec, a foul called against him. It'll be White ball. White switches the field over to the far left-hand side. They have a runner headed down just on the top left corner of the box, and Parker, no! White crosses the ball over and diving save by Bryson. Bryson yeets the ball over to the right-hand side, looking to get over to Parker. Parker winds up, kicks the ball down the right line. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be substitution here for the Griffins. It'll be White throwing Tate coming in for Alec. White also taking the opportunity for a substitution ball thrown in by White. Just a midfield on the left-hand side. Tyler dislodges the ball. White will maintain possession. Gerald causing some chaos, toes the ball out of bounds. It'll be White throwing again.
Come on, Blue.
White throws the ball down the line, and that is Gerald. Gets there first to Harper. Ball dislodged. Ball cleared out by White. Headed down, it'll be Tate who gets there after Raff. Tate, with time and space, plays it on the left-hand side over to Raff. Raff kicks it up in the middle and picked up by the Aviator keeper. Ball thrown over to the left-hand side, past midfield. Aviators entering the attacking third on the left. Parker gets the ball. White is able to recover, though, about 6 yards out, and towed out by Parker, and the call is corner kick for the Aviators. You can sense that the Aviators are hungry for an equalizer. 10 minutes left in the game. Signal given. Run up, ball will go up high into the box, headed out by Brock. Then Raf is able to get there. Oh, Cedar Valley with the edge. Raf fighting for it, gives it to Jose. Jose has space at the 18-yard line, switches the ball over to the right-hand side. Brought down, nice touch by Juan. Juan
Go, Harper!
leading the ball over to Harper. Harper just outside the box, and he's called offsides again.
Gotta call those faster!
Harper expending a lot of energy.
Keep it up, Harper! Got this, Harp! Come on,
Free kick for Cedar Valley. They kick it on the left-hand side. Parker is able to get there. Ball is going to be White. Tyler gets the ball out, and Brock clears it out, but Tyler is called with a foul. And it will be a free kick for Cedar Valley, about 25 yards out on the left-hand side. Bryson giving commands to the wall. The wall seems to be several, 4 or 5 players. Ref gives his whistle. Cedar Valley with the set piece, free kick opportunity. Right-footed down on the ground, and Bryson is able to get there. It goes through the wall. Bryson drop kicks the ball past midfield. Cedar Valley brings it down. Cedar Valley keeps it on the left-hand side. Cross the ball over, and it will roll to Bryson's feet. Bryson moving the ball to the left-hand side, and then he picks it up. Ball rolled up the middle over to Gerald. Gerald moves to the bottom of the circle, moving over the right-hand side, plays it over the far right. His pass will be intercepted. Cedar Valley now on the counter-attack on the left-hand side. And deflected off of Brock. Tate heads the ball away. White gets there first. And there's an injured Aviator at midfield, so there's a stoppage of play. And while he's being attended to, Harper is being subbed out. RJ coming on. Both forwards expending a lot of energy on what some would call late offsides calls. And he's hobbling off the pitch under his own strength. Play is about to resume. It'll be white ball. Ref making his final checks, whistle given. White at the top of their middle third, playing the ball on the left-hand side. Gerald and Juan creating chaos. Ball dislodged and kicked down the line, and it is called a foul against the Griffins. Cedar Valley with a free kick just past midfield on the left-hand side. Run up to the ball, kicked up into the box, and it'll go wide left. It'll be goal kick for the Griffins. Juan casually gives the ball, Bryson places the ball at the 6-yard line, gives it over to Juan. Juan at the 18-yard line, unchallenged. Kicks the ball up high to the left-hand side. Brought down by Tate. Tate, that was Gerald, or Henry, sorry. Intended for Raf, unable to connect though. Henry gets the dislodgement. White throw in just before midfield, thrown down the line, headed down by Raf over to Henry. Henry tackled away. White in the middle. Tate will recover the ball. Tate swings the ball to the right-hand side over to Juan. Juan tried to get it up over to Tyler, unable to get there, and White challenged by Juan. Ball won by White. Juan again challenging, a bit of pushing. Juan keeps that ball in bounds.
Well done.
A lot of pushing going on against the line. Juan moves again and kicked out of bounds by White. It'll be blue throw in on the right-hand side of the top of the attacking third. Parker throws the ball back over to Tate. Tate puts the ball over to Henry in the middle. Henry winds up, shoots just over the crossbar. It'll be an Aviator goal kick. And the Griffins are looking to make a substitution here. Number 14, Jet, coming on for Gerald.
Good job, Gerald.
Aviators goal kick from the 6-yard line past midfield. Tyler is able to get that down. White will recover, entering the attacking third on the left-hand side. Parker trying to edge the ball out. Brock gets a toe on it. White will recover. Tate putting pressure on Tate, stopping the ball, and it goes off of Tate's right foot. It'll be White throw in at the top of the middle third. Thrown in quickly. Kept in bounds by White. No, it'll be blue throw in. Ball thrown in from Parker to Tyler. Tyler swings the ball back over to Jose. Jose up the middle. A little bit of confusion. Oh, nice footwork there. And a through ball over to, ball crossed over to the right-hand side. Over to Juan. Juan shoots. Deflected out and almost at the feet of RJ. It'll be a corner kick for the Griffins. Wind starting to pick up. Run up to the ball, kicked up high to the far right-hand side, brought down, nobody there, cleared out, and it will be Henry who gets there first. Henry chips the ball to the far left-hand side over to, a header from 27, Raf, but it's scooped up by the keeper, who's been super busy this game. Ball rolled over the head of Parker. White now on the counterattack on the left-hand side, entering the attacking third. Ball tackled away from Parker. Parker plays it over to the right-hand side. Over to Juan looking for help, gets it over to RJ. RJ toes the ball through. Juan sliding, no, and the keeper stops it. Keeper rolls it out over the left-hand side. Ball played to the left. Tate trying to get there, down past midfield on the left-hand side. Parker, no. And cleared out of, no, kept in bounds by Juan. Juan puts it up in the middle over to RJ. RJ moved towards the middle. In traffic, tried to get it to Henry. Not there. White is going to recover there. Jet gets the ball back, settles it down over to Raf. Raf to Jet. Jet back over to Jose. Jose back to Jet. Jet resets back over to Jose. Jose to Tate. And ball dislodged. White challenging. White with the ball, putting it up in the middle. Tate is able to intercept the ball. White maintains possession though. And ball goes over the far left-hand side. There's a downed Aviator. Brock with the tackle. And Brock plays over to the right-hand side. Over to Juan. Juan still with the ball. Past midfield, shielding it, trying to get a better angle. Moves the ball into the center. Tries to play it up over to RJ. Intercepted by White. White. And no foul called. Kept in bounds. And no, the call is out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in. Raf throws the ball into Tate. Tate turns, moves more towards the center, looking for the ball. Plays it back over to Jose. Jose plays it back over to Brock on the right-hand side. Brock about 19 yards out. Plays the ball up. Tries to get it to RJ. White is going to get it. They chip it up over, and it will go into the box and be kept in bounds by Bryson, who then picks it up. Bryson rolls the ball over to Jose. Jose takes a touch. Kicks it up high. White, and offsides is the call. And that is the game. The score 1-0 in favor of Salt Lake Academy.